Hello everybody. How are we doing? I hope you guys are good. I am just so excited to make this soup, the shrimp soup tonight. What are you doing, Kingston?
Snack.
Getting a snack?
Blueberry.
Not while I'm cooking, baby. He's so sweet. Can't say no to him. So we are gonna make this shrimp soup tonight. I am just going to share this video on a couple of pages. Hello, Sandy, and then we will get right to it. Hope everyone is doing awesome. I am good. We had some septic system problems today at the house, which was not fun, but we are better now. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Buffy. I am good. How are you? Long time no see. I hope everyone is doing well. It's been struggling with Facebook lately. They are just kicking my butt these days, but that is okay. I will get it figured out nonetheless. Don't forget to share, you guys. Remember to share on your personal Facebook page, tag your friends, sharing groups. Just don't start a watch party because I can't see those people and their view counts won't count towards our games, which is never any fun if they can't hang out with us and win some Pampered Chef stuff in the meantime. Hello, Barbara, Charlene, and Linda. How are you guys doing? I am doing well. Just so excited for this soup tonight. I hope you guys are too. There are a couple changes to the soup that I am going to make just based on what I have available here at my grocery store, but I think it'll still be delicious. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and baked beans. Yummy! That sounds delicious too. I think I'm just a little past hungry at this point, but that is okay. Hello, Tracy. So we're making this shrimp soup tonight, you guys. It is going to be delicious. It's going to be good. It's going to be everything I would ever hope for and more, I hope. All right, this process is killing me, you guys. I wish there was a button that could just share to all of my recent groups, but I have so many groups that I have pinned to the top that it doesn't help me because I still have to scroll through millions and millions of them. Hello, Patty and Jenna. Deneen, no sound. You guys, can you help her out? Let her know that if she signs completely out of the app and signs back in, she will get her sound back. Hello, Deb. You have no sound either. Oh no, you guys, Facebook is just killing it today with all of these issues that they are sending our way. But you can get your sound back as long as you sign out of the app and sign completely back in, and you will get your sound back on all your videos, I promise you. Alrighty. I know I have probably missed 1,000,001 groups to share this to, but hopefully not. Hopefully I didn't miss a bunch of them. Hello, Crystal. Why? Everyone else has sound. Good. I thought they all said I don't have sound and I was going to cry. But no, it does say that everyone else has sound. So we should be good to go. Okay, I give up. I've probably missed a bunch of places to share that. But I give up. I am just going to go with it today. All right, you guys. So we are going to be making this Creole shrimp potato chowder. Charlene can't hear me either. Man, you guys, that's not fun. Not fun at all. Hello, Crystal and Maureen. Hello, hello. I wonder why you cannot hear me. I'm so sorry. That is no fun at all. Okay, hopefully they get it figured out. You go out, you come back in. I promise it will work. All right, we're gonna get some things ready today, you guys. So I do need some chicken broth for our recipe today. So I am gonna use that better than bouillon stuff, you guys. So I am making my own chicken broth right now. So I have 2 cups of boiling water on the stove, and then I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of the chicken, better than bouillon, in the boiling water to make my own chicken base for this soup. Super handy, you guys. So excited that you guys showed me this. Save a lot of time. making my own chicken broth so I don't have to keep it in my cupboard all the time. Those big boxes of chicken stock just take up all the room, and I am just happy that that is not going to be me anymore. And I also hate that I always have extra, and then I put it in the fridge, and then I forget about it, and then it goes bad. So dissolve that in some boiling water, and it's good to go, you guys. So we've got our 2 cups of chicken stock on the stove. Make sure your volume is up. Make sure that you don't have the mute turned on down at the bottom of the screen. Sometimes that happens. I hope you guys get it figured out. So today for our shrimp, I bought some shrimp from the seafood truck, and the shrimp that I bought were already deveined and deshelled. I did that on purpose. I hate doing that. I hate having to devein and deshell my shrimp. But for this recipe, we sadly and unfortunately, we wanted those shrimp tails, and we wanted, hello Tori and Kim, we wanted those shrimp tails and we wanted those shells and stuff. But I did find something at the grocery store in Minot that is going to save me for the fact that I don't have the shrimp tails and stuff. So when you peel and devein your shrimps and remove the tails, you're going to not discard them. You're going to cut your shrimp into small pieces, set them aside. Then you're going to heat up some oil in a dish. You are going to add your shells and your tail. You're going to cook them until they're golden brown, stirring occasionally. Then you are going to remove them from the heat. Place the shells, tails into your clam juice. So you're going to do 2 bottles of clam juice in with these cooked shells and tails, okay? And this is going to create your stock. If you don't want to do this, and it sounds like a pain to me too, there is an alternative, and I'm so excited to have found it in the grocery store today. Seafood stock. This company sounds amazing. They basically do all of that for you, creating a stock that goes really well in clam chowders, shrimp chowders, and bases like that. So if you want to skip that, it's okay, Patrick. Better late than never. Hello, Megan. We are making a shrimp and potato chowder, Creole chowder. So instead of that whole first step, you guys, where you peel your shrimp, you take your tails, you cook your tails, you put them in clam juice. If you want to save it, seafood stock, you guys, okay? So this is the brand that we have in my grocery store. I didn't see any other brands of this in the whole stock section, but they did have it. It's got spices and stuff in it as well. Fish and lobster stock, wild Atlantic haddock lobster, onions, carrots, celery, lemons. So all the stuff that we're doing today, it's in this stock as well, but we're gonna add actual onions and celery and stuff to it as well. So I found it where the chicken broth and chicken stock and all that stuff is. That aisle where you find your bouillon and stuff like that is where I found this, okay? I looked everywhere else. I did find clam juice, which was in a completely different section, and it just didn't tickle my fancy having to cook the shells and do all that stuff. So here's our way around it. Hello, Jody. Makes life so much easier, you guys, and I will let you know if it's a hit or not, or if I completely messed it up by skipping that step. But so we don't need to do that step. We just have our stock, and it's going to be ready to go for us. But while that is going on, we are going to chop up our onion and our celery for our soup. So I don't have, with Pampered Chef, we have a really, really cool food chopper, but I don't have that yet. But you guys know I love my manual food press, so I'm going to try to do that instead. Okay, thank you, buddy. Restarted your phone, no sound. I can watch other things that have sound. Charlene, that makes me so sad. Charlene. Thank you for sharing, Patrick. All right, so we're just going to chop up some celery. So I'm just going to cut it into littler pieces, and I'm going to throw it in this manual food processor, and we're going to see how it goes, you guys. I've never done it before. We'll see if it can handle big pieces of celery like this. Okay, thank you, baby. Yes, Roxy, I love it too. So it works on celery, you guys. My husband is here to save the day. I went to the grocery store today, but if you live in North Dakota, you can't get booze at the grocery store, and I needed white wine for this recipe, and he is awesome. He left the house like a bat out of hell and went and got me my white wine for this show today, so he is saving me right now. You got your air fryer, Jody? I'm so excited. Mine has not come yet, but I am excited for mine. All right, so we've got our celery all chopped up here. Just be careful, you guys. Don't pull that middle blade out unless you're done chopping, because then it won't chop right. But, all right, so we've got our celery, and then we're going to chop up some onion. So I'm just going to keep kind of chopping this. Then I'm just going to add it to a bowl because we are going to cook our onions and our celeries together. So once you get them all chopped up, you can just throw them. Look at that, you guys. Does all your chopping for you. You can just throw them into the same bowl because we're going to be using them, cooking them together. So you don't need a separate prep bowl for them. Mike, why is everybody complaining no sound today? This makes me so sad. Yes, Megan, you do need this, and you will get it. I promise you, when you host your party, you will probably get it for free. So it'll be awesome. It's okay, Sarah. We are making a potato and shrimp chowder is what we are making today. So it's going to be extra yummy. So I'm just cutting off both ends of my onion like so. And then I'm just going to peel off this extra layer on the onion because we don't want that. Right, Patrick? That would be awesome if I had somebody standing behind me signing the whole time. That would bring me up another level for sure. Shannon, yes, you need it. You guys, these Pampered Chef things, you know my link is in the description. Message me if you want to host a party because you can get stuff like that for free, hosting a party with me. Or you can sign up to be a consultant and get it free in your kit when you sign up. Yes, I'm glad you can hear me. My daughter was sad when she came home yesterday. Jenny, why? Why was your daughter sad when she came home? So I'm just going to throw these onions in here. Make sure your blades are down. Throw in some onions. Yes, Megan, your party's going to be awesome. All right, you guys know onions make my eyes water, and it is already starting to happen. So we just needed one medium onion. I got a pretty big onion, so I'm not going to use it all. Good evening, Jason. How are you? Patrick, I am hoping everyone has sound like you do, but for whatever reason, I feel like it's just not working. Oh, Jenny, hello. It is my neighbor, Kingston and Rory. Our neighbor is on here watching right now. And the little girl you played with yesterday was so sad she had to go home. All right, so we're just chopping this onion up nice and small. Yes, Jody, I did get some sun. You guys, I am so burned. I was mowing yesterday, and I thought it was late enough in the day that I wouldn't get sunburnt, and I was so wrong. Dead wrong. I am so sunburned. Hello, Carrie. Barbara, this is my onion chopper. Yummy, yummy. So I diced up all of our onions and our celery. All like that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, so our onions and our celery are chopped up. Then we are just going to dice up our potato. You know, guys, I think I'm even gonna try putting my potato in there. So we want one large russet potato. I felt like mine were probably about medium. So I am using 2 potatoes because we love potatoes in this family. Kristen, that chopping device is our manual food processor. Manual food processor. Jody, don't be jealous, you guys. Just get yourselves one. All right. Jealous of the sun I got? Please don't be, because it's painful. I'm so sunburnt, you guys. All right, you guys. Here is the moment of truth. Can I chop potatoes? No. I can't. I tried, you guys. I tried for you guys to chop potatoes with it, but I can't. So we're just gonna chop it up with our hold on, you guys. I promise I won't butcher it this time. I'm going to chop my potatoes with my Santoku knife. Huh? Santoku. I always butcher the name of this knife, but it's our Santoku knife. So I'm going to dice up our potatoes. The size of the potatoes is up to you. Just keep in mind that your potatoes and your vegetables will be the longest to cook. So the smaller they are, the less time you have to have your soup simmering for, if that makes sense. So the amount of time that we spend letting our soup simmer is going to be waiting for our potatoes to get tender. So the smaller that you chop them, the faster that process will go. Okay, hello Kelsey, how are you doing? I hope Bismarck is staying as peaceful as Minot is when it comes to protesting. I hope everyone is safe out there with the protesting. It's crazy what's going on right now. My heart goes out to everybody that's affected by everything that's going on in the world right now. I've got a couple cop friends and my heart goes out to them and how dangerous their line of duty is right now. I've got a friend in Vegas that's a cop and it's just scary times right now. So just keep your guys' selves safe and smart. And I'm all for protesting, but just be careful out there, okay? All right, so we are getting our potatoes chopped up today. My shrimp are over here to the right of me. We are gonna cut up our little shrimps too. Cut them up into little pieces. You can keep them more whole if you want bigger chunks of shrimp in your soup. I can't wait to eat the finished soup, Carrie. So far, so good. Kelsey, that's good. You can hear me now. Holy cats, I was having a meltdown. Susan, oh no. I'm glad you have sound now. A meltdown is never good, not in my kitchen or elsewhere. So I am so happy you guys can hear me now. I hope a couple other of you have figured it out too. It has. I want a restart on 2020, you guys. I really do want a restart on 2020. Or just fast forward to 2021. One of the two. All right. Here we go. The slowest process is cutting up these taters. But we'll get there. Kingston, you okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, getting the last of the taters done. A for effort on trying to stick them in my manual food chopper. All right, taters are done. Omaha went crazy. I hope you are safe, Tabitha. My son is in West Fargo. Detective, he got called in, had to do security for the PD. That's so scary. Hi, Bree, how are you? All right, so I also want to take our little shrimps and I want to cut these up a little bit as well. So move these taters over. Should we try our shrimps in here? I don't want them to get too small. So I'm just going to try a couple and see how it goes. Not really. Kind of just obliterated them. So let's just do this. You guys know I love my kitchen scissors, so I am just gonna kind of just cut. My shrimp aren't super big to start with, so I'm just gonna cut them in half. They are uncooked shrimp, you guys. You want these raw shrimp because we are going to cook them and simmer them in the broth of this soup. So if they're already cooked, you will overcook them and they will be chewy and they won't taste very good. So you want to make sure you are using raw shrimp from either your butcher department at your grocery store or your seafood truck if you have one that comes into town. Oh, Brie, you're having malfunctions too. Another Nebraska in the party, Nebraskan. I need a haircut, Charlene. Ooh, Charlene, Susan needs a haircut. I love the manual topper, you guys. I am trying to use it for everything, even though it's not for everything. Some things are working, some aren't, but you can't say you didn't try until you try. These scissors are the best Pampered Chef scissors that came with my chopping block that I got, you guys. I got the chopping block with all the knives in it for hitting a sales goal with Pampered Chef. So that was super awesome. Loved every minute of it. Ooh, that still has a shell on it. Good thing I was going through these because a shell on a shrimp in my soup wouldn't have gone over very well with my kids. All right, so I've got them all pretty chopped up. Ta-da! All right, shrimpies chopped. The other ones I obliterated in there. All right, let's see what our next step is. Yep, that's how we know, is when we try it. Hello, Denton. How are you? All right, you guys. We've got our onions ready, our potato ready. Now we need to get our bacon ready, cut into 1/4-inch strips. Set potato aside, add bacon to our casserole dish. Cook 5 to 7 minutes until crisp. Add in our onions, garlic. Should we press our garlic right now while I try to open this bacon? Because we do need 3 cloves of garlic. So let's do that right now. You guys, this thing is awesome. So here are my cloves of garlic, like so. I did peel them, but you don't have to for this tool. Knives and scissors, Jody. I hate biting into shells. It ruins the meal. It really does, Shannon. It really, really does. All right, so we're gonna squeeze out our garlic. We want 3 cloves of garlic, like so. Throw in another one. Woo. Just like that, you guys. Oh, I'm out of screen. You guys can't even see. All right, so this last one, I'll make sure you guys can actually see me. So just throw in the clove into this guy. This little hammer thing comes down onto it, and all you do is squeeze this together. Ready? And you will see the garlic, trying to do it where it doesn't spray everywhere, where the garlic will start coming up out of the shell, and squeeze it out. And there is our fresh minced garlic ready for the recipe. Just like that, you guys. Garlic is ready. Does Pampered Chef offer a potato slicer for making scalloped potatoes? We do. We have an awesome, super, super versatile chopping tool for that. If you go into the website, if you follow the link at the bottom of this post, you will see my Pampered Chef link. You click on that, hit shop now, and then in the search engine, type in slicers, and you will have a couple of options to choose from for mandolins, for chopping up potatoes, carrots, anything really thin and sliced. All right, so we have everything ready now, and we are gonna get, oh, nope, we got our bacon still to chop up. So it says to do them in 1/4-inch strips. I am going to cook up a little bit more bacon than they asked for so that I can garnish our soup with bacon as well. So we'll have bacon in the soup, and we will also have it to garnish the soup. Getting a potato mixed in there, which is okay because we will be cooking the potatoes. So any uncooked bacon will be okay with these potatoes because we will be cooking everything up. Here we go. I got the center cut bacon from, it's called Hormel from Black Label Hormel. So it's like $6 for a package, but it's like the center cut of the bacon, so you don't get a bunch of fatty pieces on it, which I really like that. It's added bonus that you get the nice meat of the bacon. Minus this part right here, like so. Carolyn, I have been using my Pampered Chef knives, and I really, really, really like it. Bacon, like garlic, can never be too much. Awesome, Barbara. All right, so we've got our bacon all ready and sliced up. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we are gonna add our bacon to our crock Dutch oven. All right, so I'm gonna kind of scoot you guys over so that you guys can see my stove. One of these days, I will get a kitchen that works a little bit better for my cooking show. Got lots of space. It's just so spread out that it's hard for you guys to see all the elements of my kitchen. Patrick, have fun at work. Don't be late. All right, you guys. Here we go. Gotta move this over. We are going to turn. We're going to add our bacon in, and then we are going to You guys know when it comes to bacon, you want to put it in a cold pan first. I don't know why. It's just recommended to do that. So turn my burner on, turn it on high. And start cooking up that bacon for our recipe. You guys, this towel thing is so handy. Hello, Dave. How are you? All right, so I have my pan on high. My bacon is in here. Over on this burner above it is my chicken stock that I made. My chicken broth, 2 cups with the Better Than Bouillon chicken seasonings. Just like that. I lost my recipe on my iPad because it died, but we will get it up again. So we are cooking up our bacon right now. It's okay, Rose. Better late than never. Yes, Charlene, this towel thing is awesome, you guys. Yeah, Roxy, so it won't shrink as much, which obviously doesn't matter a whole lot in this case because we don't need it big for our soup, but I just learned to do it that way and now always do it that way. So it is what it is. We're going to cook up our bacon, get it nice and heated up. And then we are going to just pull the bacon back out with a slotted spoon and leave all of that yummy bacon grease behind for this recipe. I know, Sheila, it just felt gross to turn on the stove with my greasy bacon fingers just to grab the bacon again. I don't know. Yes, Carrie, I'm so happy you guys convinced me to use it. Dad, you can come anytime if you are hungry. Roxy, that's awesome. So we're going to cook up this bacon. Once this pan gets up to temperature, I'm going to pull up the recipe so I don't mess up. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So we are cooking up our bacon until it's nice and crisp. We're going to remove it with a slotted spoon. Just set it on a paper towel on a plate next to your stove. And then we are going to use those drippings to saute our onions and stuff like that. Sheila, yes. Hello, Amber. So we are cooking up our bacon, and then we're going to use that grease to cook up our onions and our celery. Cook it up for 3 to 4 minutes until it's tender. Then we're going to add flour, our garlic, and our seasoning. So we need Creole seasoning for this recipe today, you guys. So we've got our onions and our celery here to put in, and our garlic. And then we're going to use a tablespoon of Creole seasoning. Right? 2 tablespoons of Creole seasoning. So here we go. So I'm going to be using Tony's Creole seasoning. Here we go. I think there was something on my stove underneath this pan that is now burning, which is no fun. But, so just make sure you always clean your stovetop off before you start trying to cook, because mine is trying to catch fire, and I have no idea what it is. Here we go. No idea what is trying to burn. While the bacon is cooking, question time. What was the first meal I made, Rory? The first meal I made, Rory. Babe, do you know the answer to that? What? My mac and cheese, he says. That was the first thing that I cooked for him, was my mac and cheese. And back then, when we were first starting dating, we didn't have any kids yet, I used to cook up lobster and put it into the mac and cheese and bake it in the oven. So it used to be lobster mac and cheese. Making crab, pesto, broccoli, rice tonight in your house, Sandy. I am coming over. Rosemary, thank you, you guys. I am so behind on updating my website with recipes, but I am slowly but surely working on getting all of my recipes onto my website again and onto YouTube. and Pinterest and Instagram. So it is a process, and I've gotten behind on it, and I'm so mad at myself for getting behind. But I am getting them all updated. Yeah, Jason, that mac and cheese. My mac and cheese recipe, you guys, if you are new to the page and you have not tried my mac and cheese recipe, I highly, highly recommend it if you want to win over somebody's heart by their stomach, because the mac and cheese is so good. All right. Yes, Dad. Yay for Tony's. Tony's Creole seasoning. They do come. There are different Tony's now, so make sure you get Tony's original if you want to follow the recipe exactly like mine. Yes, mac and cheese and lobster. I used to dice it up into the mac and cheese for my husband before he was my husband, before he was my baby daddy. I used to spoil him through his stomach. He gained a bunch of weight when I was pregnant with our first too, because I used to just make a bunch of food and he would always eat it with me, because what else are husbands supposed to do? But, so we're going to cook this up. We're getting there, guys. Slowly but surely get those reactions out there. Hello, Carissa. My boss just signed on with Pampered Chef. Hello. How are you? What she just reminded me, you guys, this awesome rock crock, that manual food chopper, some of the stuff that I'm using today comes with the consultant kit when you sign up. So if any of these items look like something you want in your kitchen and you want to start selling it with me, you guys, you sign up for the kit and you guys get this rock crock, you guys get the manual food processor, you get the large batter bowl. I mean, you name it, you guys get it just for signing up to sell Pampered Chef with me. Just so you know. Yes, Mary Jo, so delicious. It's cooking up this bacon. Then we are going to toss in our onion and our celery, and we're going to cook it until it's nice and tender. Let's open the wine, you guys. Oh, it's twist off. Good. So I was worried because we don't drink wine in this house. I was worried I wasn't going to have a cork opener, but it's twist off. Cheers, guys. I didn't know it was twist off. Armin seasoned here is Tony's down South Louisiana. Yummy, you guys. I actually looked for Creole seasoning in my grocery store. And I actually didn't see any, so I'm not sure what to recommend for you guys that live in North Dakota, and maybe they had it at Marketplace or Walmart, but they did not have any that I saw at Cashwise, which is a huge bummer. You guys, I am so burnt. It really doesn't look too bad in some spots, and then in other spots I am super burnt. I was mowing. It wasn't intentional at all, you guys. I thought it was late enough in the day. My mom always told me when it's late enough in the day, you can't get sunburnt, but apparently it wasn't late enough. Thank you, Susan. You are so sweet. We are cooking up this bacon, you guys, getting this all yummy and crispy for our soup. I'm so excited for this soup. If you guys are just now tuning on, and you guys check out the recipe. So in the beginning of the recipe, it says to take your shrimp, take the tails off, take the shells off, devein them, put all the shells and the tails in a pan with some oil, cook them up until they're golden brown, and then stick them with your clam juice and cook them in the microwave. My shrimp didn't have shells, they didn't have tails, and I didn't know what else to do. So I went to the grocery store looking for a quick and easy alternative, and I found one. So this seafood stock, you guys, is basically essentially what you would be making by cooking up your shells, putting them in the clam juice, and cooking the clam juice with them in there. So this has fish and lobster stock, wild Atlantic haddock, lobster, onions, carrots, celery, lemon, parsley, whole peppercorns, bay leaves, clam juice, concentrate, salt, and Chardonnay. So this basically has everything that we are going to be putting into our soup. So we're kind of skipping a step, which I'm really excited about. Hello, Diana. I'm happy you caught me as well. And Amy, you guys, always great to see you guys back here. Cooking up our bacon still. Want it nice and crispy. Yes, good to know, you guys. Instead of doing that clam juice and having to have the tails on your shrimp and all that annoying stuff, you can have this and skip that step, which I'm excited super excited for. Skipping steps in a recipe so I don't have to slave away is always my end game. You guys know that. With Fueling Hungry Boys, I don't have time to mess around with extra steps. All right. We're starting to crisp up now. Slower process than I originally intended. I haven't, Brooke. I have not. I have just been slathering myself in this after sun lotion stuff that I've got. I haven't heard of using shaving cream. Hello, Courtney and Carrie. You guys get those shares out there. We will be doing one giveaway today, Pampered Chef giveaway. So if you guys want your friends and family to get in on the giveaway or just see how to use these awesome Pampered Chef things, get those shares out there. You guys, seriously. So Carissa just brought this up. So when I have people come to me and talk about wooden spoons, the first thing that always comes to my mind is those really kind of whitish looking wooden spoons. Sometimes my mom had a crack in them. They were kind of rough. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear a wooden spoon. But these are so much better. They're a serious step up when it comes to wooden spoons. They're teak spoons. They are nice and soft, no splintering, no edges like that. Super, super, super nice spoons. I have also been looking for a nice wooden spoon because when I do my poke cakes, my Better Than Sex cakes and stuff like that, I always need the end of a wooden spoon to make my holes. And all my other spoons and all my other stirring utensils that I have in the house, none of them have that perfectly round bottom handle. So I was excited to finally find a spoon that worked for my poke cakes. Mary Jo, patience, patience. Yes, yes, yes. We are waiting for some of those orders to come in. Pampered Chef is working diligently to get those orders out, you guys. They're working on orders from May 6th right now. So if you ordered anytime from May 6th to May 10th, you should expect yours this week to ship out. Barbara, vinegar on the skin will help pull the heat out. I actually just poured all of my vinegar down my drain downstairs, but I might try that menthol shaving cream option to pull the heat out because the tops of my shins, you guys, are so red and painful from sitting on the lawnmower while I was driving. So anything to help that. This was yesterday too, you guys. This is day 2 of a sunburn. Susan, you do. Order yourself some of these cheek spoons, or what they're called. They come in sets. If you don't want one, or if you want 3, whatever you want, you can get those. So I highly recommend these cheek spoons. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This one is one of my favorites because it's like a spatula, but it's a wooden spoon. I really like it. We have a lot of really good ones, you guys. When it comes to spoons, I need to get one of their utensil holders because mine is pushed to the limit and theirs has like different tiers to it and stuff like that. But our bacon is just about done and crispy. You want it nice and crispy for your soup, you guys, because obviously once it's in the soup it will soften back up again. So if you have floppy bacon into a soup, it won't be as appetizing. Can't wait, Amy. Can't wait. You guys, it's the best thing getting Pampered Chef mail. Let me tell ya. All right. We are getting there, babies. Getting there. Nice and crispy. All right. So remember to use your slotted spoon because we want to leave a lot of that grease behind so that we can cook up our onions and our celery. Just going to leave it in here another minute or so, maybe less. Get it, toss it around, get it nice and evenly cooked so that you don't have any weird raw ones. All right. Just kind of tap it on the edge, get some of that excess grease out. And remember, you guys, not all of this is going directly into my soup because I want to garnish the top of the soup with some pieces as well. Here we go. And they will keep cooking a little bit after you pull them out of the pan because of the hot grease that will stay on them. Scoop them out. And now we're going to throw in our onions and our celery. Yummy. So since my onion and my celery are nice and chopped up, they shouldn't take too long to soften up and get nice and cooked. So we're just going to set the timer for 4 minutes and that should be plenty. I am making a shrimp chowder right now. Shrimp chowder, shrimp and potato chowder. Yes, you can always order from the website, you guys. Just got an email saying Pampered Chef is working on my order. Yes, that's awesome, Patty. It's the best email ever. Can't wait for your fabulous prize. Thank you. I will take care of my sunburn. I am making shrimp and potato chowder. Thank you, Carissa. I'm going to try and pin that, but it won't let me now. I appreciate that, Carissa. Thank you. Hello, Michelle. Yes, you guys, it will keep cooking a little bit because that hot grease will stay on there and keep cooking your bacon a little bit. So always pull it out right before you want it to be done. You're back. Your phone died. To disconnect. I think I got too close to the smoker. Mike, oh gosh. Don't be melting your phone. So we are just cooking up this onion and celery. The onion smells so good in here, you guys. My dog is going to be a tripping hazard. All right, so we have our onion and our garlic in here. We're cooking it up. Then we're going to add in our flour, our garlic, and our seasoning. So we need a fourth of a cup of all-purpose flour to mix in here, and that will be our roux. Okay, you guys, I've explained a roux before if you're new here and you don't know what a roux is. It's a thickening agent that you add into dishes. You make a roux when you're making mac and cheese, when you're making chowders, things like that. And basically what it is, it's going to take that grease from the bacon and it's going to combine with the flour, and it's going to cause a thickening agent when we add our other ingredients in. Okay, so if you're ever wanting to thicken something, you can use flour, you can use cornstarch, you can use, let's think of another couple of them. Flour, cornstarch. My dad is usually really good at that. He can rattle a couple of thickening agents off, but always make sure that you have fat like butter, milk, something like that to mix with your thickening agent like flour and whatever else. All right, so these are cooking up nice and fragrant. We're going to add in our garlic. I'm going to throw that in now. Let that get nice and fragrant and cooked up. Every last piece of garlic in there. What I like about this is you can scrape off some of those drippings from the bacon from the bottom of the pan and get those nice and mixed in with your other ingredients. Arrowroot, instant mashed potatoes. Awesome, you guys. That's what you guys are here for. Keep me on my toes. Give me some answers. Super awesome. So some arrowroot or instant mashed potatoes. That was the other one my dad has put into his soup before. It was instant mashed potatoes. All right, now we need a fourth of a cup of all-purpose flour. So a fourth of a cup, you guys, of all-purpose flour into our soup base, like so. Flour, and then we want 2 tablespoons of Tony's or any Creole seasoning that you want. That flour will absorb all of that water that has come off of the onions and the celery and thicken up. And I will show you guys kind of up close if you can. You'll see it's kind of thickened now into a paste because I've added that flour in there. So now we are going to add in 2 tablespoons of Tony's. Let me just double check my measurements. 2 tablespoons of Creole seasoning. 1 and 2. That was my timer for our vegetables. Mix that in here. All right, now we are going to add in our wine. We need a cup of Chardonnay. Here we go. Pour this in here. of Chardonnay. And because we are cooking it on higher heat, that alcohol will burn off, you guys. So if you don't want to drink alcohol or can't or whatever it is, it will cook off the alcohol content. If you're still not comfortable with it, you can use white wine vinegar in this recipe instead. And thank you, Marissa. You are so sweet. So we've got our wine in here, and we are going to let it simmer for a little bit. You want your wine to reduce by half or so. Then we are going to add in our broth, our potatoes, and our half and half. So for our broth, I am using this, remember you guys? Okay, so, and we just need 16 ounces. 16 ounces of this, okay? So I'm gonna grab my measuring cup, and I'm going to use our handy dandy can opener, you guys. This thing is awesome. So you just stick it on the top. Susan, my garlic is in there. I stuck my garlic in there as my onions and my celery were still in there. So I threw the garlic in, then I threw the flour in, and then the Creole seasoning. So our garlic is in there. Just like that, you guys, pops onto our can opener. You just spin it a couple of times. Light it on fire, Jason says, in the pot, just to be safe. Be very, very careful with that. So we just spin it on, you guys, and then just spin it back off. You're just using this. This clamps it on, this clamps it off. Then you're going to use this little bird beak to grab the edge of your can lid and lift it up. And you have no sharp edges. I can rub my hand on this and not worry about getting cut. So we want 2 cups of this broth. I'm going to have a little more than that, so I'm going to measure mine out. My wine is reducing nicely. Yes, Susan, you must have blinked a little bit. So just like this, you guys, I'll show you this can opener again. So just like that, just set it on the top of it, and you just spin it, and then it will attach on. Hold on. It attaches on, you'll feel it get tight, and then you'll keep spinning until you are around the perimeter of the lid. I am sure I overspin it. I'm not sure how many cranks it is to get around the whole lid, but then you spin it the opposite direction and it will loosen up. Then you'll use this bird beak, which has a button right there, and you will grab onto the side of the can and just lift it up, and there is your no sharp edges clan. The claw, like in Toy Story. So funny. Jason, hilarious. All right, so our wine is reducing, you guys, in another minute probably for the wine to reduce. And then we are going to add in the broth, potatoes, and half and half. All right. Yes, Betty. Pampered chef for the can opener. Pampered chef for the can opener. I know the thing doesn't want to focus on it. Pampered chef. Mike, so super awesome that I found this. It's made out of fish and lobster stock, onions, carrots, celery, lemon, parsley, whole peppercorns, bay leaves, clam juice, salt, and Chardonnay. So I did add more Chardonnay than what's in here. And now we are going to add in our seafood stock. Just like that. Alright. So we added in our seafood stock, and then we are going to add in our taters. Throw our taters in there. Grab them. That's what I love about these cutting boards, you guys. They lift them right up, and then you just bend them and pour your potatoes in there with only throwing 1 or 2 on the ground because you weren't paying attention. But throw your potatoes in there, and then we want half a cup of half and half. Half a cup. It was, Mike. It was with the other stocks. So I found it in the upper right-hand corner where the beef and chicken stocks were in my grocery store. So half a cup of half and half. Like so. I am using room temperature half and half, so I just set it out on the counter when I got it from the grocery store so that it wasn't cold to add into the soup. There we go. All right, so make sure we didn't skip any steps. The potatoes, half and half, bring to a simmer. So we want this on high heat, and we're gonna bring it to a simmer. And then we are going to reduce it to medium-low and cook for 12 to 14 minutes until it has thickened and the potatoes are tender, stirring occasionally. Do not add your shrimp in yet, okay? It's not ready for the shrimp. Hi, Ian. So we are going to let this simmer. We're going to cook it for 12 to 14 minutes until the potatoes are nice and tender. Then we're going to stir in our shrimp or salt in our thyme. If you want to, then you cook it for another 3 to 4 minutes and watch the shrimp go from see-through or clear to opaque, white, and pink, depending on what shrimp you're using, okay? So that'll be your gauge. Just 3 to 4 minutes is all for cooking the shrimp in the stock. After you have let it simmer for 12 to 14 minutes, you gotta let those taters cook. The smaller you cut your taters, the quicker this process will go, okay? So if you want it to go quickly, you want smaller slices of potatoes. If you don't care and you want to let it simmer for half an hour, you can have your potatoes bigger, okay? But don't add your shrimp in because it is not ready to sit in this dish, all right? Then I am going to add in my bacon, and then I'm going to top it with a little bit more bacon and some thyme if you want, you guys, okay? If you want some thyme on the top of your soup, like so. Just get some fresh thyme, sprinkle it in the top. It is, Jason, but we are done now. So we are gonna get those reactions out there, you guys. I'm not gonna make you sit for 14 minutes and watch it simmer. So let's get those reactions out there. Leave your reactions, a heart, a thumbs up, a smiley face, whatever you want. Get those reactions out there. We are gonna do our giveaway. Jason, will you pick one number between 1 and 10 for our giveaway? Pick one number between 1 and 10. Hello, Harmony. How are you? So get those reactions out there, you guys. I'm going to refresh the page a couple more times to get you guys into the giveaway. I'm going to stick my half and half in the fridge so I don't spoil it. Like so. All right, you guys. So excited for this. Shrimp and potato chowder, Creole chowder. If you don't like the Creole seasoning, I think this would still taste fantastic with just the onions and celery and garlic and salt. So if you don't like Creole seasonings, I would say you should be able to leave it out and still have an amazing dinner. Thank you, 5, he says. I'm also gonna set my oven to make some rolls to go with it. Mike has had a rough day, so he just automatically wins, you guys. Patsy, hello. All right, you guys, get those reactions out there. I'm going to refresh the page, and then we are going to get our names pulled out, and we will do our giveaway. So funny, Mike. Not funny that you're having a bad day, but funny that you want to automatically win. I'm sorry you had a bad day. We had a rough day with our septic system, which was not fun. All right, set my timer. All right, refreshing one more time, and then we're gonna go because I see a couple more reactions floating up. Old Bay is the same as Creole. Is that a question, Sue? Or are you just letting me know? I'm not sure. I've only ever used Old Bay crawfish boil seasoning, so I'm not sure. Does anybody have that answer? Balsamic vinegar, pork tenderloins, wrapped in bacon with Creole seasoning on one side. Jason, is that what you're making tonight, or that's what you're making me next week? Jason is one of my teammates with Pampered Chef, so I like giving him a hard time sometimes because he gives me a hard time sometimes. 2020, we're all having a bad day. Amen to that, you guys. Susan, you are so right. All right, we have 94 people entered into the giveaway, which is awesome. It is a new month, so if you won in the past months, you now can win this month too. All right, you guys, here we go. Entering in the names. It was a question. Does anybody have an answer for the Old Bay? Is it similar to Creole seasoning? Does anyone know? Hello, Heather. Had a bad day too. Baking buns went to Williston. Betty had a bad day too, you guys. That's no fun. My day was super rough. Let me tell you that. With the septic system backing up into our house, it was not a fun day for us. No fun having poo-poo come into your house. That's the whole huge downside to living out in the country. No, you're making taco cheese tortellini in the quick cooker. Jason, are you scared of it still? Did you remember to turn it on this time? Very similar. My dad enjoys both, Sue. Susan thinks Creole is spicier than Old Bay. Yes, Heather, everyone needs to be safe out there, you guys. Please be safe, be cautious, use your head. I'll share my automatic wine with Betty. Automatic win with Betty. I think it's everywhere. Bad Monday. Mike is willing to share his automatic win, you guys. He has given out the love. My soup is simmering over here. I can't wait for it to be done. It's going to be so yummy. And the best part, my 4-year-old is so excited for it. You guys should have seen how many crawfish he ate from the crawfish I made the other night on the show. Yeah, the quick release is a good time. It is a good time. That's what's good about making pastas, is you get to use the quick release instead of the natural release. Because the natural release is not fun. Takes forever. All right. So Jason picked 5. So 5 is going to be the number of names we pick before we have a winner chicken shrimp dinner. Sue, you are welcome. All right, you guys, here we go. Are you ready for it? Here we go. Turn you a little bit. Number 1, Charlene. Number 2, Crystal. Number 3, Nicole. Number 4, Brittany. And number 5, Kimberly. Jurassic Park? Kimberly, you are a winner today. Just send me a private message, your information, your email, your phone number, and your address, and I will get something sent off to you. It will always be Pampered Chef, so please be patient with us as we are running a couple of weeks delay on the shipping, but it will be worth the wait. I promise you. I know, Nicole, you were so close this time. Yes, congratulations, Kimberly. You guys, if you saw anything that you liked while I was cooking today, you can find it through Pampered Chef. I used all Pampered Chef tools today, so I will put the links for the products in the description or in the comment section of this video today. So just come back in like 30 minutes and look at the comment section. Look at the most recent comments and you will see my links to all the different items that I used today. If you have any questions or you want me to help you, just send me a message and I can build an order for you. Whatever you want to do, I am here for you. If you want to earn some of that stuff for free, host a party with me. If you want to get the kit for 99 bucks, hit me up. You guys can sell Pampered Chef with me. Jason will tell you it is a lot of fun, I promise. Jason's changing his mind. He's going to pick 6.5 instead of 5. Betty, I know, you guys, I promise those gifts are coming. I promise, okay? You'll get emails when they ship out, and they will be worth the wait. I promise you guys, they picked awesome items. So bear with me on it. Bear with my company. We're just trying to keep everyone safe in the factories and stuff like that. So we are shorthanded, but we are working on everything. So thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. We've got about 8 minutes left on this yummy, yummy shrimp and potato chowder. So come back, check out the picture when I post it, when everything is all done. I've cut my potatoes really small, so I'm thinking and hoping that they will be done soon. Just be really, really careful with your soup, you guys, because if you overcook it, your potatoes will fall apart and you will have a very, very thick mess on your hands. So keep an eye on your potatoes. They will be your end-all, be-all when it comes to your soup. Thank you, Nicole. You are so sweet. Have an awesome rest of your night. Yes, from Pampered Chef. All right, you guys. Have an awesome night. Bye.